Hello Stagey fam and happy Halloween! Welcome to another vlog where I'm in the UK but I'm throwing it back to New York so you can see what we got up to when we were in New York recently. In this video you're going to see us head to the New World Stages to see Dracula, which starred an incredible cast including Andrew Keenan-Bolger, who I have been a very big fan of for many years, so was very excited about that. So we had been to the New World Stages before. We went to see Anthony Rapp in Without You, and this was our first time seeing a bigger cast, but what was kind of funny was we were in the exact same space that we were in last time in March. So that was the first time we've ever been to a theatre and seen two different things in the same space in New York. Hopefully one day we'll get to go to some of the other spaces in New World Stages, because currently we've been told about how great all the other spaces are, but I don't know what they look like. So that is now part of our plan, is that hopefully we'll get to go and visit the other spaces on future trips. So throwing it back now to Dracula. We are at New World Stages to see Dracula, a comedy of terrors. There we go. Andrew Keenan-Bolger is in this, which is making me so excited because I'm kind of a big fan. Yay! So this used to be a cinema. So it has 5 stages, 5 theatres. This is what we need in the UK. Like, talking to all Western producers, please create one of these in the UK, because the concept of having a venue that has 5 small theatres for us is just incredible, and we need it. Hello Stagey fam, we are at New World Stages and we're off to see...
Oh my god, hey, Dracula, a comedy of terrors.
And where are we at?
New World Stages.
Yeah, it's exciting. And here are the different cocktails. So there's a mix for all the different shows. So for Dracula, a Dracula's Perfect Type and Dracula's Original Mother Sucker. What a fun name. And there's a cast board and all information. And it's like Sneaky Dress for Broadway. Yes, it is. And here is the merch. Look at that. You've got t-shirts, you've got
anything
mugs,
with purple colour scheme.
You've got posters, you've got magnets, you've got chatter teeth.
Yeah, like chattering teeth.
I think so. We also have the books. Dracula, Frankenstein, and Dr. Dracula and Mr. Hyde. Ashley Hufford in the wild. Getting that TikTok ready.
I was really up close in your face, I apologize.
Uh-oh.
I want to be in both.
Love this setup. You have what is here, and then this fun thing. The definition is real. We're here. We've got our playbills. We're in our seats from the 3rd row. Look at this set design. I was just saying that, like, budget has been spent on this show. And again, it makes me so excited that there's 5 theatres in this space, and this is one of them. Madness. Hello, it's me again with our playbill for Dracula, a comedy of terrors. So this show is not scary at all, it's more of a farce. It's very much akin to, I mean, I feel like Brits, you'll probably understand this more if you've been to see many comedies. It's very British comedy, 39 steps mixed with a bit of kind of a mischief vibes, very fast, very kind of that laugh a minute, but with that little kooky, spooky, I'd say more spoopy than spooky vibes, which I actually really liked, and I was really impressed with what was possible in that space for the set, because when we saw Anthony Rapp there, Without You kind of had a more static set with the band, so we didn't really get to see what was possible in these smaller spaces, and so much is possible. I am fascinated that that is not one of the biggest spaces in that theatre complex. Theatre, I don't really know what you fully call that kind of space, but what I really do want is more of that in the UK, because New World Stages was formerly a cinema, so they basically transformed the screens into theatre spaces, and I'd love to see something similar in the UK where shows like Police Cops and Stranger Things and these shows that seem to be doing really well in London but don't have the right size space to be able to run, to have that possible in the UK would be fab. I think the closest we have is Riverside Studios, which has 2 spaces, or maybe Civic Playhouse, but because there's only so few in the UK, we don't have that ability to have kind of off West End shows that can run. They'd have to either go on tour or return at a much later date and kind of maybe lose the buzz. Whereas shows in New York, in New World Stages, for example, can do ongoing runs like The Play That Goes Wrong is currently doing there. I really hope that that could happen soon. So Dracula, a comedy about terrors, had a really, really amazing cast. That's one of the things I love the most, was just their commitment to this comedy and this farce. And it was definitely interesting hearing so many British accents on our trip in New York in general, from non-Brits, from Americans, because I feel like American concept of British accents is very heightened. It's very kind of either Downton Abbey or trying to be Cockney like Oliver. I haven't seen much in between, and I'll be honest, sometimes I tilt my head a little tiny bit. And I guess that's the same for Americans when you come to the UK. This cast included Jordan Boatman, Arnie Burton, James Daly as Dracula, Ellen Harvey and Andrew Keenan-Bolger. So I've always been a big Andrew Keenan-Bolger fan, and this was the show where I finally got to see him live, which I don't really get that, I don't think I have that many kind of Broadway people that I'm really hope to see. And actually this trip we ticked off a few of my top people, which was Lindsay Mendez and kind of Andrew Keenan-Bolger, because these are people that I followed and watched their content up online. So it was just really cool to see him. And as a slightly smaller guy, he's been somebody that I'd always admired when I was training, and when I was looking at people that did theatre content online, he was always somebody that I paid attention to and kind of watched and admired. So it was pretty awesome to then see him on stage living his best life. Ellen Harvey was hilarious. And the commitment to these quick runabout scenes were a lot of fun. We kind of went in with certain expectations, because I think the concept and how it was billed is this British comedy farce. You kind of set the right expectations for it, of it being that kind of comedy, and I was glad that it didn't feel like an American sensibility with a British, but trying to be British farce, because I think sometimes that clanks more than succeeds. But it was a lot of fun. I actually find it really comfortable theatre. A tip with New World Stages, I'd say, is to get there early, because there's so many spaces inside, and it's actually quite a trek to get to your auditorium, depending on which side you enter, and because you've got to navigate. So you get your ticket scanned when you arrive, then you head down escalators, and then you go to find your space. But they are spaced on different floors and around, so I'd go a little bit earlier to this theatre than maybe you would to a Broadway theatre, where the second you arrive to a theatre, you're literally in the auditorium. Whereas with New World Stages, it's a lot more spread out. Have you been to, or are you going to see your Halloween show of the year? Was it by any chance Dracula? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on New World Stages. Are you planning to go there anytime soon? Do you wish there was a similar kind of space in the UK? I'd love to hear thoughts on that. And so let me know in the comment below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of this fun theatre content. I hope you have a magical and stagey rest of your day. Bye!